So I'm going to show you guys how I created this look. This is basically a really easy, quick mom look for Will. And I hope you enjoy it. So this is basically what I do. So if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. We'll just go with the face first before doing the eyeshadow and all that. So I will be using the, excuse me. It's coming. Alright, so I'll be using the Peter Thomas Roth 24K Gold Pure Luxury Lift and Firm Prism Cream with the Spackle Supercharged 45 Under Makeup Primer by Laura Geller. Love this combo. I didn't hear from anybody. I just one day browsing through the store and I was recommended this product like last year or so, which I still have it, which it does last a long time, so I definitely do think it's worth the price. And then this Laura Geller primer is just so like moisturizing. I will be using the Born This Way foundation for today in the color light beige because your girl is a little bit light, and especially during the cold season. So as you can see, I will just dab it in like that, and just depending on what I feel like doing, I'll use a brush or I will use my beauty blender. But today I'm going to start out with the brush, and I'm using the Real Techniques big blending brush, foundation brush, and just begin to tap it in. And I will just use one coat of foundation. So after that, I will then go with concealer, and I like to mix the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer and the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I just feel like they're perfect combo. I like to use a little bit there. And then I will go in with the Fit Me one and do that there. So then I will go in with my Morphe Beauty Blender and just crush the product in. So I was watching a video, like a Facebook post about this Dallas realtor. She was a Latina who just recently passed away like a couple of days ago due to a rhinoplastic procedure that she was going to have done in Mexico, La Ciudad de Juarez. So I don't know if you guys have seen it, but basically she had an appointment to go in and get her nose done by a rhinoplastic surgery. That's what it's called, I believe, in Juarez, and she passed away like 3 weeks later because when they put the anesthesia, I guess, I don't know what happened there. I don't have the right information, or I don't want to give false information, but from what I was reading, it had something to do with the anesthesia. Like they either put it in the wrong location on her spine, or they gave her too much of a dosage. Pictures that I saw, she was just really tiny. Like she was a tiny person. And it's just so scary. And like her sister right now is like fighting with the lawyers, not with the lawyers, with the place where they did that procedure to her, because unfortunately I feel like it's not considered as a crime due to, you know, whenever you get surgical procedures done, a lot of the times they make you sign stuff. Well, like I've had my C-section and I've also had another surgery, and they made me sign on both of them, like just in case this happens, we're not responsible for anything that happens, like death and stuff like that. It's pretty scary, but I mean, it is like risky, you know, especially a procedure like that you wanted to do. You know, it's not like it was a medical health issue, so that's scary. And I know a lot of people that have gone out of the country to get work done, and a lot of times nothing happens, thankfully, but as you can see in her situation, that happened. Oh, I didn't tell you guys, I went in with the LA Girl concealer and I just placed it all over my face, as you could see, to chisel out and add a little bit of color to my face. But that's just so scary, you know. For all my ladies out there, just do your research. You know, sometimes I play around and say like I want to get lipo done and stuff like that because I've lost weight, but just this lower part of my stomach is like just stubborn, and it's like I would have to work out every single day for like 3 years straight and eat like nothing but greens and vegetables and stuff like that, which is yummy, but every single day for like 3 years in order for me to lose that, it's pretty hard and unrealistic to me at the moment. So you know, sometimes I like F around and be like, babe, I want to get my lipo done, and obviously he would never let me, he would never approve of it because he's scared that something like that would happen. I told him this happened to that girl, he was like, ya ves, like, God, that's those are things that, like, she would have been here with her family stuff. She would have just been confident with who she was. But, like, you know what I mean? And that's not to say, that's like a whole other situation. Because that does not mean that you're not confident with your body. It just means that you want to feel better in that certain area, you know? But, you know, God bless her. And I hope her family finds the strength to overcome what's coming for them, like any like lawsuit or stuff like that. With the what is it called? Park Avenue Princess palette by Tarte, and it's so beautiful, it's so pretty. So I will go in with a brush, obviously, and just add a little bit of angle and crown. Those are the colors that I like to mix, and I like to have my fingers kind of far away from my brush, as you can see, to add like a light flush of color, because we don't want it to be too heavy, especially for an everyday look. So if you're wondering where my baby is while I'm filming this, she is currently sleeping downstairs. And my husband is off today, so he's watching over her at the moment. So I will be trying my very best to film you guys. Like, this is so fun to me, and it's also like a stress reliever because it gives me, you know, like motivation to wake up and like do stuff. So I'm excited to bring my YouTube channel back. Even if I only get 1 view, I don't care. Like, it's just for myself, and hopefully I can help somebody out there who wants to do better on their makeup or just wants to hear other people's lives, because sometimes we're all nosy, it's true. So then I'm gonna use this lighter shade here to carve out my contour. Just like so. So I did go with my under eyes and set that, just because I don't like a lot of powder on my under eyes. I just feel like it doesn't work for me, especially because my skin has been really dry lately. So then I'm gonna go in with a brush and just basically blend this in together. And then I'm going to add a little bit of blush, which I normally don't do, but for the sake of this video, I will be adding blush. So I'm going to be using the Party Amazonian Clay, which came in a birthday gift from Sephora last year. And I actually like it because it's really neutral, but yet it does have like just the right amount of color, if that makes sense. So I like to add that there, a little bit on the nose and a little bit up here, just like a little bit, you know. Alright, so then I will, before adding my highlight, I like to set my face, and I'm using the Morphe spray, which is like my new favorite. I love it so much, so I'm going to spray. Like, you need this in your life. I think this was like $17. It was really not that expensive. And it sprays a lot in like one little spray, but it's not like that obnoxious spray that just like ruins your makeup. But either way, I like to go over with my beauty blender. And then I will go in with my highlight, which I will be using this brush, which has no name on it because I bought it at Target like a year ago and I love it, but it was part of like a kit. What do we use for highlight today? Let's do a little bit of Champagne Pop. So I'm going to do Champagne Pop by Becca Cosmetics, Jaclyn Hill collab. And just add a little bit here on the cheekbones. A little bit on the nose, like this. A little bit on the forehead. Just like that. Alright, you guys, so I zoomed you guys in a little bit. I will be going with the Huda Beauty Desert Dust palette, which is so freaking beautiful. Like, it's just so beautiful to me. I had to purchase it. So I'm going to be going with the color Eden and going in swiper motions. So I sometimes add concealer, but for the most part, I don't do it because then I will eventually go in with concealer to cut out my crease, so I don't worry about it at the beginning and it saves me some time. So that's a tip for y'all. Unless you do have time, then you can go ahead and add all the steps and all that good stuff, but I'm just blending that in and dragging it out a little bit over here. Ooh, girl, I need to do my eyebrows. Yes, I do. Okay. Anyways, I will then pack on more color. So once that's done, I'm going to go in with the color Blazing, which is like a dark orange. Very beautiful color. And I will keep this one in. I'm not dragging this one out like I did with Eden. But so then going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I will apply some. I usually do a brush, but for days like this when I just want to get things done in a hurry and still look cute, I will just apply it straight from the brush. And I will begin to carve out my crease. So then going in with the Kylie Cosmetics palette in Kylie's Diary, I will be using this color right here, which is a beautiful, I'll be using this color up here, which is a really beautiful like sunset orange pinkish glitter color. And I spritz my blush with a spray, and that way it creates more of a pigmentation. And I believe this eyeshadow palette came out last year in Valentine's Day or 2 years ago, I forgot. I don't know, I just like, honestly, I stopped buying a lot of makeup because my priorities have changed since becoming a mom. I did accumulate a lot of makeup the year of my wedding. Like, honestly, like I became rouge or whatever at Sephora in like a couple months. Like, it's crazy. We'll go in with Kylie Cosmetics and Clo Money because I didn't really like this color on me. And go over that. Alright, you guys, so that is it for this makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope I was able to entertain you for a little bit. But I will be trying to upload twice a week, if not for sure once a week. So just give me ideas if you like. I appreciate it and thank you so much. So I'll see you in the next one. God bless. Bye.